0 to 100,000 coins within EAFC Ultimate Team. Sounds like a challenge, except it really isn't. 100k can be achieved within 24 hours. In fact, I did this day one of the Ultimate Edition release, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the exact process. Because honestly, anyone can do this, it is not complicated. But before I share the legit process, if you want to speed this up, then there is no faster way compared to buying EAFC coins. And the best place to do this is U4GM. U4GM offers cheap, fast and reliable EAFC coins so that you don't need to be going through the process that we're sharing within this video. Instead, you just use the link in the description down below, select the platform that you play on and how many coins you would like, and then proceed to checkout. To make this even better, you can also use Fanatic to get yourself a 5% discount. Thank you U4GM for sponsoring today's video. If you are still wanting to go through this legit, let's go all the way back to the beginning. Start an Ultimate Team. You'll go through the tutorial, and this year you're unable to get starter packs. It doesn't exist. So the first way to start bringing coins into your account is to head over to your objectives. There are some very basic objectives that you can go through, such as moving players into the correct position, achieving a certain amount of chemistry, which can be done with your starter team, applying contracts to players, applying contracts to managers, verifying your club name, completing the very first lot of SBCs, Foundation 1, all of which can be completed without you needing any coins in your account. There are some challenges which require you to buy contract, buy players, list players on the transfer market, buy a manager, buy kits, which can only be done after you have coins and not worth doing right now. So with the easy challenges, go through them, start getting some of the bronze packs, silver packs, but more importantly, look for those that will reward you with coins. It's not going to be much, 150 coins, 250 coins here or there, but this is easy to be done, can be done in just a matter of seconds, and now you should hopefully have about 600 coins in your account. It's at that point in which you will start trading. The best trading method to go and use at this point with such a low coin balance is a very basic silver method. Quite simply, head over to the transfer market, set the quality to be silver and search. You're now going to go across each player looking for those who already have bids on. When you find one with a bid on, add them to your watch list and compare the player's price. For example, if you came across a player who currently had a 300 coin bid, once you compare their price, there may be a few pages listed, but you find the lowest buy now to be 800 coins, you know that you can put a bid in at 350 coins, and if you were to win that player, you can then go and list them at 750 coins, which will then double your coins after the 5% EA tax, plus also you're still the cheapest on the market. This method is great for such a very little amount of coins right at the beginning. It does mean that still you're going to be limited or getting 1 or 2 players, but with the amount of profit that you'll be able to make per card, this will ramp up quite quickly. With those players listed, now it's the point in which you can start playing games, squad battles and division rivals. I recommend the fact that you do only have a starter team at this point to head into squad battles. You can select the difficulty, ensuring that you'll get a win every single time, and the amount of coins that you get at the end of the match is going to be similar. Division rivals pays slightly more, but it is honestly slightly. We're talking about an extra 100 coins, if even that. And it's at this point in which you go into the loop which you should keep for the rest of Ultimate Team. You're going to play matches where you're able to get coins from the match itself, but in between each game that you play, you're also going to be trading, starting with the silver trading method that we just went through. And why are we doing this? Well, it's a lot easier for you to get coins from trading than it is through games. All game modes can be rewarding. That includes squad battles, division rivals, and also foot champions being the main 3. The issue with this is that they're based on time. Squad battles pays out every Sunday, division rival pays out every Thursday. For you to be entered into the foot champions playoff, you will need to get 1,250 qualification points, and then you can only do that once per week. And likewise with the foot champions final, you can also only do that once per week, and it's only available on the weekend. Now, all of these in their own right are rewarding, but the issue is we want to be getting to 100k quickly, and we don't want to be waiting a few days or even a week, depending when you're playing, in order for you to unlock the rewards for those game modes. So the best way to go through this is for you to play your games where you're going to get anywhere between 500 to 900 coins per match. And with the coins that you do get, you're immediately using them on the transfer market to buy into these silver players to start trading. After about 3 games, it's not unreasonable for you to have anywhere between 5,000 to 10,000 coins. That's about 1,500 to about 2,700 coins max from the games that you've played, so the coins you've actually got from the matches, and the rest coming from the players that you've been able to trade with the silver method. That's only about 1 hour of game time. You're going to keep this going, and once you get to about 15,000-20,000, this is where you're going to bring in a second trading method. This is bulk bidding. Some also call it mass bidding. And to explain this in its most simplest form, you are simply going to find a player where you're able to bid below their lowest buy now. You're going to make a couple hundred coins profit on each card, which doesn't sound like much, except that you will be able to buy 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 of them within just a matter of minutes. That couple hundred coins profit per card now becomes a couple thousand coins profit for once you sell many of them all at once. This is a great trading method that you can use all year round. The only problem with it is that it can be tricky to find players, but I'll show you how. The easiest way is for you to head over to the transfer market, select the maximum bid to be 1,000 coins, and then set the quality to be rare gold. Now you just search. Yet again, very similar to what we did with the silver method, but now with rare gold players, we're just going to go across the transfer market and find players with bids on. Now it becomes a bit of your own judgment and also a bit of trial and error. Once you find a player with a bid on, you're going to go back, search for that player specifically, and you're going to find their lowest buy now. To find the lowest buy now, it couldn't be any easier. You're simply going to increase or lower the lowest buy now until you are able to search and there to be players available on the transfer market within those parameters. But you're going to do it to the point of where there's only a few, or that the ones that are listed, it's in the 57th minute. They've only just been on the market for a few minutes. That's when you know that this is the lowest point in which they can be sold for. Ideally, as we are looking at cheap rare gold players less than 1,000 coins, you want them to be anywhere between 800 to 900 so that you can buy them anywhere between 600 to 700. So if you find someone that can be sold for 800 coins as their lowest buy now, you ideally want to be able to go and get them for 600 coins as their minimum bid. That will give you 160 coins profit on every single card. I know, nothing too crazy, but as I said, we're going to be able to get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 of these, and we're going to be able to sell a lot of them every single hour. Your biggest problem at this stage is that you will run out of coins before you're able to bid on 50. This will gradually increase. Now what you're going to do from this point is trade using both of these methods. You're going to spend a few minutes bidding on those silver players that will allow you to double your coins, but you're also going to be able to use the bulk bidding method, which is going to be a lot quicker and a lot more passive. It takes just a few minutes to go and find a player, bid until you run out of coins or max out your watch list, and whilst you're waiting for them to expire, you can then go and play a game. By the time the game's finished, you will hopefully have the coins from the match itself. You will then go back over to your transfer list where you'll be able to find your watch list, and there you've had those players expire. You list them onto the transfer market, and hopefully on your transfer list, you've also sold some players that you bought previously, in which you'll then go through this cycle again, bid on more silver players, list them onto the transfer market, go through the bulk bidding routine, go and play your game, and then keep this going over and over again. Now remember earlier where I said after about 3 games you should have anywhere between 5,000 to 10,000 coins? Well, once you get to around about your 10th game, you will be closing in, if not you will have achieved 100k. It is that simple, just 2 trading methods and keeping this loop going over and over again. At this point, I recommend doing 2 things. Firstly, it's worth starting the bronze pack method. The bronze pack method is something that people go to way too early in game. It's a great method where you simply head over to the store, buy bronze packs, list the bronze players that do sell, store everything else to your club. For the players that do sell, that's going to pay for the pack. For the players that you send to your club, you can upgrade them into SBCs so that you go from bronze to silver players to common gold players, and common gold players to rare gold players, or just use them in a variety of other SBCs that require bronze, silver, or even gold players. And that way you're able to profit from the players that do sell on the transfer market, plus also you're able to profit from the players that you're upgrading into SBCs to either sell those players on with the pack rewards you get, or potentially just get even better players for a fraction of the price. This is a great club builder, however, cannot be done at scale early on because you're limited with coins. Once you reach 100k, it's likely that you're always going to have enough coins and you can keep this going non-stop, allowing you to profit from the bronze pack method whilst still doing those previous trader methods and also still being able to build up your club through SBCs. The second thing that I recommend doing is to start investing. How I invest is to go through SBC fodder, so 83 rated plus players, and also I go and buy team of the week players every single week. If you want an in-depth step-by-step guide on how to invest within Ultimate Team that you're always guaranteed to make coins, then I highly recommend clicking the next video on screen. That video will show you the full process, which will ultimately make you a millionaire. I hope you enjoy.